Hello YouTubers, this is your boy Guru again, and today I am bringing you a tank review, and the tank is the Chinese Tier 6 Type 58, which is exactly almost the same as the Soviet, or based upon the Soviet Type Tier 6 T-34-85. Now, in this matchup that I have, it's a 29% as you can see. My team isn't really that good. There are maybe two other players that are as good or better than me. But that is not going to phase me, and I'm going to try my best to win this game. Now, I'm going to get into the sniping position and use the pushes because I want to be a bit more conservative, seeing that my team isn't that great. Now let's talk a little bit about this tank. It is again, like I said, similar to the T-34-85 Tier 6 Soviet tank. It is actually based on the Soviet T-34-85, and they gave it to the Chinese, I guess, to develop. It has 750 hit points, 30 more hit points than the T-34-85, which is quite handy for survivability. The speed forward and backwards is the same. The armor on the hull and turret is the same, which is the hull armor 45 in front, 45 on the side, and 40 at the rear. And the turret armor is 90 at the front, 75 at the side, and 52 at the rear. The engine is only 520 horsepower, which is 80 less than the Chinese version. However, it does traverse better, 42 degrees a second, as opposed to the 38 degrees per second on the T-34-85. I'm using the bushes here to try and get some camo while I fire, but it didn't work. Now I don't have 100% crew. I mean, I do have 100% crew, but the first skill is only 90 something percent. And I am still, I have the top gun, but I still have the first engine. And as you can see, the mobility isn't too shabby for being the first engine. It is actually still very good, even though I'm the first engine. Now I'm using the standard AP and it isn't working, so I switched to APCR because I'm getting desperate now. I'm using server reticle, that is why you see the reticle is a bit slow to react. I prefer accurate reticle, so I opted for the server reticle option. Now this tank has 128 penetration on AP and 172 penetration on APCR, which is very useful. Now we're down 5-7. Is it very good? It has 1920 DPM with the rate of fire 12 shells a minute, which is very good. 5-second reload, not bad at all. Now this tank has a worse gun depression than the Soviet T-34-85. It only has a 5-degree gun depression. The T-34-85 has a 7-degree gun depression. Now what's the difference between these two tanks? I can tell you straight away, this tank is so much better. very reliable. The gun is very good. My win rate on this tank, although I have only played 81 games on it, so with this game, I have a 61% win rate. T-34-85, I have like 50% win rate. So a lot of difference. How good is that gun? I'm also showing you this replay because this replay is actually my 81st game, and I actually got an Ace Tanker Master. It's a very good game for me because I do over 2000 damage, and actually we win a 29%, which is like superb. Doesn't happen very often. Normally, 29%, you don't give it much hope. But I did the right thing here because I decided to play more conservatively. Normally, when I get the north spawn of this map, I will go straight to the center square here. I don't normally use the bushes here. But I needed to be more conservative to make sure that I can survive as long as I can, so that I can, try to carry the game. Very fortunate here that the Chinu showed up right in front of me. Unfortunate that I missed my first shot and just tracked him, but very lucky. 13 all, and we have the bishop and the hetzer, shouldn't be a problem. I tell the artillery to go cap while I stay in the middle to watch over in case the hetzer or the bishop tries to cap. I spot the hetzer. I'll try to finish him off from distance, and I think I'm able to. Very nice. He's done. So not wanting to take any risk here, I tell the artillery to go head to the cap, and I will stay guard. Now, as you can see, I've already done 2,155 damage, and it's very possible with this gun. Very good gun. And we spot the bishop trying to hit to our cap. So I tell him, there's no need to cap now, just help me. I get the side of him, auto aim, and get behind him, safe spot, and finish him off. GG. And now let's go take a look at the results. And here it is. I got my first mark of excellence, Ace Tanker, and some other medals, fire for effect, fighter, destroy 4 enemy vehicles, blah blah blah, duelist, bruiser, and high caliber. It's a good thing I survived for quite some time there, because as you can see, 29% there, there's a reason why it's a 29% there. The tanks that mattered, like the KV-85, was an important tank. KV-1, although it's not a tier 6, but it was still an important tank. T-67 is a good destroyer. They should have done some damage. But a lot of zero damages here, which is very bad. So very fortunate that I stayed alive for as long as I did to help the team out. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a 61% win rate. I am a 54% win rate in this tank. which is still pretty good for me. Now, this Chinese tank is actually very new for me because I've only started pushing up the Chinese line because I want the tier 8 T-34-2, I think. Yeah, I've already got a T-34-1. It's not a bad tank. I think the T-34-2 is going to have less gun depression, so I'm looking forward to that. Haha. And this Type 58, I'm done with it, but I have decided to keep it because it is a fun tank to play with. And even though I'm already moved on to my T-34-1, I'm still gonna continue to keep this to have fun with it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope it's been helpful to you if you are also considering going up the Chinese medium line. Please give the video a like if you have found it helpful, and if you have any comments, please leave them below, and I will do my best to read them all. Thank you very much for watching. This is your boy, Guru, signing out. Bye.